Welcome back. I did tell you that after the break, we just watched Discovering Lagos, reasons why you should visit the beautiful city of Lagos. This is a flood alert. Remember, we are getting to the point or to the month where every single year there is this experience of flooding in different states. We've seen floods affect states like, Kogi, Benue, Adamawa, Anambra, Nasarawa, Taraba, and several states. This is really shocking because I'm still trying to come to terms with the fact that there is an MOU that could have forestalled the impact of these floods that we see in the states. I just want to do a quick stats. I just want to read something. But before I talk about the stats, please just watch this video. And when I come back, I'm going to give you a quick stats about the impact of this flood.
This dam that is causing this menace in Nigeria is a Cameroonian dam that is called Legdo. It was built in 1977, okay? And there is an agreement they had with Nigeria when they were building this dam that Nigeria is also going to build a counterpart dam that is called Dasin Hausa Dam, okay? This dam we are supposed to be 2.5 size of this Lado Dam
that Cameroon has built already.
Yes, that Cameroon has built. Now, this dam that was supposed to be built by Nigerian government, we are supposed to be the one cushioning effect dam
of the one that
Cameroon has. And now this Cameroonian dam provides irrigation to at least over close to 15,000 irrigation farm.
Now, just like you saw in that particular video, there was an MOU, all right, a memorandum of understanding between the Cameroonian government and, of course, the Nigerian government to build the Dasin Dam to help cushion the effects of the release, of the dam in Cameroon. Now, I did say that I was going to do a quick stats for us. Now, this particular dam that the Nigerian government was actually supposed to have built was supposed to be done, guess the year, in 1977. Now, remember, Cameroon actually started building their dam in 1977 and actually finished it in 1982. Now, this is Nigeria. Between 1977 and today, 2023, the dam has not been completed. Now, since the opening of the dam in September, we've had 3,274 people in Benue State that actually have been reported homeless. Over 1,213 houses have actually been destroyed. In Jigawa, 92 people died, while 651,053 people in 6 local government areas have actually been, displaced by the floods. Now, this is just stats for last year's flood. Yeah. And the dam was opened in September. What date are we? That's what we're doing this flood alert.
September.
We're getting to September again when there's going to be another release of the dam. I asked Christopher a question, and it's quite disturbing to think. I said, does the Nigerian government understand the impact of the release of this Lagodo Dam in Cameroon? Do they really understand the impact? Because I want to think that no human with emotions, understand the kind of impacts that the damage it will bring, coming through the river Niger and, of course, through the river Benue into these communities, and will not want to do anything about it. Just let things be.
Why I find this a bit disturbing and laughable is the fact that what the government is doing now is ask the people to vacate those areas. Vacate those areas when they would have years ago addressed it once and for all. You see, that's why it's so pathetic that we're having this narrative at this time, or as a nation. We've been an independent nation, so-called, for how many years? Over 60 years. And we're still talking about these issues. Government has now come
46 years.
Yes, government has now come out to say, government is now asking Nigerians to vacate their homes because it is flood prone. And you mentioned rightly that there was a...
What we're seeing on the screen is we're seeing the memo. That's the
MOU.
The MOU that came out, and
the memo
that came and said from Cameroon officials to open the floodgates of the Lagdo Dam on the Benue River in Cameroon. And it says, I have the honor to inform that the ministry is in the receipt of a note verbal from the High Commission of the Republic of Cameroon informing that Cameroonian officials have resolved to open the floodgates of the Lagdo Dam on the Benue River in days ahead due to the heavy rainfall around the dam catchment area in the northern Cameroon. According to the note, it is pertinent to note that when the release of the water becomes necessary, the authorities of the Lagdo Dam will be releasing only modulated, very small amount of water at a time in order to mitigate and avoid damages that released water may cause along the river Benue basin in both in Cameroon and in Nigeria. That is just, I'm just trying to make it as brief as it is. They say in Warri that if the dog bites you once, the dog is mad. But if the dog comes again to bite you the second time, that means you have an issue. We've had in Nigeria the case of flood at different times.
No, I just had to do a quick math. By the time the dam was supposed to be built, which is in 1977, to date is 46
whole years.
46 years.
And we've had several governments. See, we've had several governments. The issue now is, I want to say it, what you can prevent, please do all you can. Let's enter the preventive measures. If we are going to be coming now, this is August and September is here, and talking about working now, it's late. It's already late. He that must go to war must count his cost. We've had the issue come up. If it happened last year and was devastating for many states in the country, many across Nigeria, many states.
One of the worst.
Yeah, one of the worst. On the screen at the moment, this was how it was last year.
Yes.
Last year.
These are the things that happened last year. These are the things that happened. It affected livestock. It affected agriculture.
Paul, please, I may need to ask this question. Oh. Where are the members of the House of Reps from these areas? Where are the members of Senate from this area? Where are they? What are they doing there? Instead, they will be calling the NFF. They will be calling. This is a matter of life and death. From last year, so nothing has happened. Ensure that you pull through it, and because it should not happen again. Look at these pictures.
I was Christoph, Sylvia. I was in Bayelsa. I reported for the morning flight. Inside the boat. We saw you on the canoe. I was inside the canoe reporting live. And that place where I was there was a mortuary, a cemetery. And people and things were beginning to come out.
You know, the thing about it is that when this happened last year, right, it was all over news media. Everywhere went agog with the impact of this flood in these communities. And the normal way it is for us as Nigerians is that it died a natural death. Once we were approaching, once we saw, and don't forget that we were praying. We prayed for the floods to recede.
Yes.
We prayed for the earth to open up and, take back the water. And we saw those results happen. And the normal way as is the custom of Nigerians, things will just die a natural death and, everybody goes back to their life and, everything can just keep on happening like nothing ever happened. And now we are just a few days to the very moment where we are going to say, okay, 1 year anniversary of the impact of this kind of situations. And now the government comes and say, look, you've got to flee your homes. You've got to get somewhere else to stay. In a matter of days?
Yes, I want to add something to what we've been talking about, how the economy is degenerating over the years. Now, just think about the impact of flood on the economy. Remember what played out in Bayelsa? You were there live.
Yes.
Food supply was cut off.
Yes.
Other kinds of supplies were cut off. And what that will mean is that you will now have very few goods chasing, too many people chasing few goods. And that is a catalyst for inflation. You mentioned that fuel was selling for over 1,000 naira.
That's what happened.
Bread will be selling for, so the impact on the economy, despite the fact that people are complaining now, we've not seen even a tip of the iceberg of what will happen if these floods are allowed unabated. So
when there's fuel, listen, all we need to do is let's get to work. we need to dredge our rivers. We've talked about this over and again. We need to dredge our rivers so that when you dredge the rivers, you have sand enough for you to do any construction you want to do much more. And the things that can also have, you have the rivers have the ability to contain more. These are things that we could do. We should stop waiting for crisis to happen and ask for money. Don't wait for that. We can do much more with our things.
You know, when the flood happened, several Christ and Mercy churches within this region actually did go out for some relief mission.
Yeah. That's true.
You know, especially Bielsa, I remember at that time, Bielsa and of course the people and pastor and members of Christ and Mercy in Bielsa actually did do something, you know, about it, you know, and I don't know what to say. I really don't, because like Christoph said, it's really, you know, I'm trying to use, it's so disheartening, you know, and it's not laughable because we are...
It's wickedness.
I don't know. It's man's, the word is man's inhumanity to man.
Yes.
Man's inhumanity to man. Now imagine how much has been going into the national budget for this particular dam in the last 46 years. So, and that's why we're praying. And the Rhapsody of today is really key to everything that we talked about today. Now, for you to live above and over, it is the Spirit of God that can actually help you. The Spirit of God. You know, he tells you, he shows you what to come.